Hey, Scruffy. How you doing? Warmed up today, huh? It's actually not terrible today, but yeah, it is hotter. So I was expecting a lot worse, but it's actually manageable today. So I have, let's see, the last of the ocean whitefish. Oh, you're coming in. I'm surprised. The weather's good today. Didn't think you'd want to come in. See something you like? Yeah? Yeah, I gotta clean up the house for the refrigerator repair. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna get the glove on. Okay. So I saw Scruffy last night. So I went for my late run last night, and it was too late. I had to really cut my run short. I only got through 2 laps, and by the second lap it was dark. I couldn't see anything anymore. So it was actually a terrible run because I was actually not going very fast because I couldn't see anything. I didn't want to fall down. So anyway, I'm walking back, and it's dark. Basically there's street lights, but they're not that bright. But you can see things every now and then if there's enough light. So on the way back, I saw, I think it was the friendly cat. He was hanging out in somebody's yard. He looked awake. I wanted to get back home, so I didn't try to pet him. I probably could have, but yeah, he was just sitting there near the sidewalk, but he was on somebody's lawn or garden or something. So I suspect he probably would have engaged me if I tried. But anyway, oops, Scruffy's looking around. Okay. So anyway, I get close to home and I noticed a cat that I think was Scruffy. And he was crossing the street. And he was close enough to hear that I thought, yeah, it's probably Scruffy. I was trying to get a good look at him, and I saw the white mane, so his chest, and I saw that his fur was longer, and yeah, he's a slightly smaller cat. So yeah, I'm pretty certain it was Scruffy. So he I think saw me come by, and yeah, he kind of stopped in the street, and then about the same time, I think I called out, and I think I said, I think I called his name, say, hey Scruffy, and then he stopped and sat about the same time, and I'm not sure if it was because he recognized my voice or he just recognized me. He probably doesn't recognize me by sight. I hear cats have bad eyesight in terms of like facial recognition and being able to identify humans, but they have really good hearing and really good sense of smell. So maybe he smelled me, especially since I just came from a run. Though it's pretty far away, but I guess yeah, they have a really good sense of smell. Or yeah, he recognized my voice, and then he basically just sat in the middle of the street, looking at me. And then I called out saying, yeah, don't sit in the street. Yeah, get out of the street, Scruffy. Don't get run over. So yeah, fortunately it's not a very busy street, but it's nighttime and you shouldn't be sitting there. Because yeah, if a car does come by, they might not see Scruffy. So yeah, I don't want to find out that Scruffy's roadkill. I'm assuming, yeah, Scruffy's been around for a while. Older cat, so I'm assuming he kind of knows, you know, street smarts. Don't get hit by cars. But yeah, I was a little surprised. He just sat in the middle of the street looking at me. So I decided to move on fairly quickly. I didn't want him just sitting there, so I just said, you know, don't stay in the street. And they kept walking towards home. And then as I went further away, I looked back and I saw that Scruffy was coming back over to my side of the street. And I think he was tailing me. So he's stalking me. And he was trying to stay out of sight, so he's keeping a long piece of distance. And he was using the bushes and other plants to keep out of my direct line of sight. But every now and then I'd look back and I'd see him peeking around a corner of a bush or something like that, watching me from a large distance. And then, yeah, finally I get home and I see he's still doing that. So, kind of interesting. Yeah, he's still really skittish, but I think he recognized me, so he, I guess, liked me enough to stalk me. So yeah, so I'm guessing, yeah, Scruffy likes to go out at night after I feed him. Because, yeah, I have seen him out there every now and then. So yeah, I'm not sure what Scruffy does when he goes out, because he's crossing the street, so I'm not sure. Yeah, so there are a lot of, so a lot of different houses. I'm not sure if he's hanging out at different yards, or he has a particular hunting ground, or what he does. I've seen him a few times just hanging out in some driveways in my immediate vicinity. I haven't seen him do that in a while. I think, yeah, so I think more recently, yeah, he's been hanging out more here in the backyard during the day. I think he used to hang out. He'd spread out his time a little more evenly. But I think, yeah, particularly probably the last year, I think he's just camping out in my backyard most of the time, at least in the day. And then maybe he goes out in the morning or definitely at night. Of course, I see him a lot of times in the morning too now. It's the headbutt tonight. And the cheek rub. Okay, I'll finish up this side and probably give him his food. We're about getting close to the food time here. It's kind of calming down, though. Every now and then he seems to like a good headbutt like that. Chin rub there. Oh, meow. Let's see, I'll do this side. I think he likes this side more. Okay, I think we're about food time here. Ready for food. Okay, here comes the food. He's backed away. You have to really stretch to reach him. This fur is actually pretty good today. Let's see. So I came out with the water around lunchtime. I think that's the only time I saw him. No, I take that back. I saw him, I think, early in the morning on the rocks. But then, yeah, I came out for lunch. He was sitting right here on the gray mat. And yeah, he didn't really get up today. He was actually kind of like yesterday. He was just kind of comfortable, just kind of sitting on the mat. Yesterday he didn't seem that interested in the water. Today was hotter, but wasn't nearly as hot as the last heat wave. So I thought maybe he just wasn't thirsty. So I went back in, and then he actually did go for the water. I didn't check the weather today. I was actually really busy with things, but yeah, it started heating up today, but as I said, it was manageable. I actually needed to do some things, including getting a flu shot. So I figure, so I mentioned I'm going to a wedding in a few weeks, and I figured I'd be around more people. I actually didn't get a flu shot last year. Got one the year before that. But since I'm going to be around people, I figured probably should get a flu shot. And yeah, they happen to be running a flu clinic today. So I decided I was going to bike there today. Parking's a lot of times a problem at that place. And then I kind of wanted to get some exercise anyway. But yeah, I decided I wasn't going to do both my regular bike ride and bike to the flu shot place. So I figured, okay, I'm just going to do the flu shot today, and it's going to be an easier ride than my normal ride because it's just flat ground. There's like no mountains and hills and stuff to climb. So I got to dodge traffic. So I think I won't talk about the actual flu shot experience. It's I was a little unhappy with the experience, but probably just make people mad if I complain about it. So I'll move on. But yeah, I got my flu shot, and so hopefully, I won't have any problems, and hopefully I won't get sick. So yeah, my past experience of flu shots is hit and miss. I tried to make I tried to keep track of years I got the flu shot and years I didn't get the flu shot, and then see did I get sick, did I not get sick, how severe I got sick and stuff like that. And I found that it didn't seem to really make that much difference in terms of me getting sick or not. It seems like the flu shot may have been a placebo. Statistically, I didn't see any difference between getting the flu shot and getting the flu shot. I think I read somewhere or a couple. I went through a bunch of studies to try to figure out what actual efficacy is, and I got a sense it was like about a third So basically 66% of the time you're still going to get sick. So it only helps about a third of the time, and I think maybe that was even generous from the studies I was reading. I did notice though, in some years, not all of them, some years when I did get sick with the flu shot, my symptoms were not, or occasionally my symptoms were not as long or severe. So usually in both cases, I get sick and it's awful and it takes me forever to recover. It's usually like three to 4 weeks. I never seem to bounce back in just 2 weeks. But yeah, there were a few occasions where I did get the flu shot, did get sick, and I think the symptoms were mild enough that I actually did bounce back in 2 weeks or slightly less. And yeah, it wasn't nearly as severe. So because of that, yeah, I'm thinking, well, it's probably worth getting the flu shot. So, and I've never had any side effects from the flu shot, so I know my body can take it without having a bad reaction to it. So, and then my health coverage covers it for free, so I might as well. So I'm not going to go for a bike ride after. I'm actually running late, partly because I had to go out and get the flu shot. I also called the bank that I was complaining about yesterday that was taking fees from me. So it was, I think, $9.99 a month, if basically for inactivity. Actually, no, it was I think it was inactivity. I can't remember. It was basically the only way to get it waived is I had to make a deposit every month. And yeah, that's right now that's not really happening. And then on top of that, they had another $3 charge per month on sending me statements. And of course, without the statement, I wouldn't have known that they were charging me. So I called them, and they told me, yeah, it's been happening for 2 months. So my account got assigned, I think, at the beginning of the year. So they just started charging me. So it's like a new policy or something. And I must have missed the last statement about that. Yeah, behind on everything, so I probably missed that mail. So anyway, the rep was really nice, and she basically refunded my charges, no hassle. She was great. So I don't have any complaints there. Yeah, I guess I'll name the bank. It's Citizens Bank. So they bought out my account from HSBC because HSBC, I think, wanted out of the business because they're such a big, giant global bank. They don't care about little people. So they screwed me a couple times, but so I wasn't really that sad to see my account go. But yeah, Citizens Bank. Yeah, so they made it right. They gave me a refund. But yeah, basically, so I have both a savings and a checking account with them, transferred from when they bought my thing over. Only the checking account's incurring fees, and so basically, I closed the checking account, and for now, I'll keep the savings account open because the minimum I need to keep the. I'm gonna move the balls for you, Scruffy. I think I only need to keep say $200 in there, and I have more than that. So for now, I'll leave it open, even though I'm probably not collecting any interest right now. Yeah, the stock market's doing so badly, even getting killed by inflation, it's still better than being in the stock market or in bonds. I can't believe how badly bonds have done this year. I think I've taken more losses from bonds than anything else. Actually, that's not true. But yeah, the bond losses are pretty horrific. And I don't think they're coming back. So anyway, Emily at Citizens Bank, great rep. Thank you. I'm glad I didn't have to get nasty. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.